November 12th, 2024, I cooked my husband's favorite dinner. Shrimp and grits, extra cheese, just the way he likes it. I waited until he took his first bite. Then I slid a folder across the table and said the 6 words that ended our 9-year marriage. I'm filing for divorce. It's over. He looked up with shrimp still in his mouth. And in that moment I knew I wasn't breaking his heart. I was finally saving mine. And my 2 little boys. Keep watching. Because this is the story of how I walked away from everything I thought I wanted and found the life I actually deserved. My name is Lauren Carter. I'm 34, a 3rd grade teacher at Davidson Elementary. And for the last 9 years I have started every single morning the exact same way. I rolled over, kissed my husband Marcus on the cheek while he pretended to still be asleep, then tiptoed downstairs to make his coffee exactly to Sugar's splash of oat milk before waking our boys, Miles 7 and Micah 5. That routine was my love language. It was our rhythm. It was proof that we were still the couple who met at NC State in 2012, who got married barefoot on Wrightsville Beach in 2016, who promised in good times and bad, while the Atlantic waves crashed behind us. But somewhere along the way the good times got quiet and the bad times got loud. It started small. Marcus got promoted to regional sales director in 2021, more money, way more travel. He was gone 3 weeks out of every month. When he was home he was exhausted, scrolling his phone, half listening while the boys fought over the iPad and I graded papers at the kitchen island. I told myself it was a seasons end. Then came the lies. Hotel receipts that didn't match his itinerary. A second phone I found in his gym bag in March 2023. A woman's voice on the other end when I answered it at 1 a.m. Tell Lauren I'm sorry, she whispered before hanging up. Marcus cried. He swore it was only once. He begged. He went to 2 therapy sessions and called it fixed. I wanted so badly to believe him that I swallowed the truth like broken glass. By summer 2024, I was a ghost in my own life. I smiled for school photos. I posted anniversary throwbacks with heart emojis. I planned his 35th birthday party with a custom Carolina Panthers jersey cake while he was stuck in Dallas. But every night after the boys were asleep I sat on the bathroom floor with the shower running so they wouldn't hear me cry. I stopped recognizing the woman in the mirror. I gained 38 pounds. My doctor put me on Lexapro. My best friend Tia said, Lauren, you're disappearing. The moment I knew it was over was stupidly ordinary. October 17, 2024, a Thursday. I picked the boys up from after-school care. Miles had a fever. Micah threw up in the Chick-fil-A parking lot. I was texting Marcus for the 3rd time, please come home early. I can't do this alone tonight, his reply in a dinner with clients. You got this, babe. That was it. Something inside me snapped. Not with anger, but with perfect, ice-cold clarity. I carried my vomiting 5-year-old to the car, buckled them in, looked at their little flushed faces in the rearview mirror, and whispered out loud, we deserve better than this. I didn't sleep that night. I opened my laptop and started a new note titled When I Tell Him. I wrote down everything I needed to say without screaming. I called a lawyer the next morning. I opened a secret bank account. I photographed every financial document in the house. I became the most organized I'd ever been in my life because heartbreak is a hell of a motivator. The day I told him was November 12, 2024. A Tuesday again. I waited until the boys were at my mom's. I cooked his favorite, shrimp and grits. Because I'm Southern and apparently we feed people before we wreck their world. He walked in at 8:17 p.m., loosened his tie, kissed the top of my head like always, and said, man, I needed this smell all day. I set the plates down, sat across from him at our farmhouse table, and slid the manila folder I'd been hiding under a stack of construction paper turkeys the boys made at school. Marcus looked confused. What's this? I took the deepest breath of my life. Marcus, I love you. I will always love the man I married. But I don't love the man sitting in front of me right now, and I don't think you do either. I'm filing for divorce. The color left his face like someone pulled a plug. He opened the folder. Inside, the printed text messages I'd found. The second phone bill, the divorce petition already drafted. The custody schedule I wanted, the post-it note on top that just said, we both know this isn't a surprise. He cried hard. The kind of crying I hadn't seen since his daddy's funeral. He begged. He promised therapy, no more travel, deleting every dating app, moving to a new city, anything. I let him talk until he had nothing left. Then I said the sentence I'd practiced in the mirror 100 times, I'm not leaving because I stopped loving you. I'm leaving because I finally started loving myself and our boys more. He slept in the guest room that night. He moved out 3 days later into a corporate apartment in South Park. We told the boys together, Mommy and Daddy are going to live into different houses, but we both love you bigger than the sky. Miles asked if he could still have 2 Christmases. Micah just wanted to know if Daddy would still come to his t-ball games. Marcus said yes to both. Voice cracking. The divorce was final April 2025.50, 50 custody. The house stayed mine. He signed the quitclaim with shaking hands. He pays child support on the 1st and 15th like clockwork. Now, some nights he FaceTimes the boys from his beige apartment and I hear him read Goodnight Moon while I fold laundry in the next room. It's the weirdest mix of pain and peace I've ever known. I lost 42 pounds. I started running at 5 a.m. with the sunrise over Freedom Park. I got a tattoo on my rib cage that says Still I Rise in my grandmother's handwriting. I turned the guest room into an office and started a teacher's side hustle selling lesson plans on Etsy. Made $187,000 in the first year. I laugh louder now. I say no without guilt. I dance in the kitchen to Beyonce while the boys bang pots and pans. Marcus and I are civil. We sit next to each other at school plays. We text about fevers and field trip permission slips. Sometimes he looks at me across a soccer field like he's seeing a ghost of the life he threw away. I don't look away anymore. This isn't the fairy tale I signed up for, but it's the story I get to tell my boys one day. Your mom was brave enough to leave a marriage that was killing her spirit so she could teach you what real love looks like. Love that chooses joy, love that chooses truth, love that chooses you even when it's the hardest thing in the world. And if you're reading this, sitting on your own bathroom floor at 2 a.m., wondering if you're strong enough to say the words out loud, because the life waiting on the other side of I wanna divorce might just be the one where you finally start breathing again. Thank you for letting me share my heart with you tonight. If this helped even one person feel less alone, then every tear was worth it. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because next week, I'm dropping the story of how I turned my pain into a 6-figure business while raising 2 wild little boys. You don't want to miss it. I love y'all. Be brave. You've got this. See you in the next one.